Cooper!
Honk your horn! Yeah! Freaking awesome! It's freaking cool! Okay, be my cameraman. Okay guys, that's why you don't want to do drugs. Don't do drugs.
No, because it sucks. If you have this phone, that phone sucks anyways. But if you have a phone like that, you're poor, and you're stupid, and you suck. And I'll freaking hate you.
Cooper, put it away!
What?
You don't need it, we can hear you without it.
Okay.
Do you have a Coke machine in your room? What is that? I don't care, buddy. I have to reload.
On April 7th, 2022, a video would be uploaded to YouTube titled, My First Video, by a YouTube channel who goes by the name of Cooper2723. There's nothing particularly spectacular about this single video, but what lies within is what's most intriguing to take a look at. Upon first viewing the video, you are met with a plain blue solid color, with a message fading onto the screen simply saying, "Hi guys," while Breaking Benjamin's Blow Me Away plays in the background. Along with this, the video is capped at a screen resolution of 240p. The messages go on to state that this is their first YouTube video, and that their grandma got them a Windows PC that just so happens to have Windows Movie Maker, so now they can make videos. The 32-second video closes with its final few messages asking the viewer to stay tuned for awesome upcoming videos, rate the video with 5 stars, and to share. Did you catch that? Yes, you heard that right. Rate the video with 5 stars. Now, if you are someone who grew up in the early days of YouTube, you probably remember the star rating system that existed prior to 2009, so you likely understood this reference. But if you don't, I'll fill you in with a bit of context. On YouTube during its early days prior to 2009, YouTube did not have a like to dislike ratio system. Instead, they had what's called a star rating system, where you could rate the video between 1 and 5 stars depending upon your viewing experience. Pretty simple stuff. But this may set some alarms off in your head because, if you recall, this video was published on April 7th, 2022. Now, why would Cooper2723 be asking the viewer to rate the video 5 stars when this isn't even a feature anymore? Moreover, why would they be making videos with Windows Movie Maker, a program that was discontinued in 2017, but was incredibly popular in 2008? Over the course of almost 2 years, Cooper2723's channel would gain almost 400,000 subscribers and post dozens of videos with the same characteristics of YouTube media you would see in the early days of YouTube. Could these videos have really been made in the late 2000s but were just now being uploaded years later? I mean, maybe they're being reposted from another channel. Or is Cooper2723 replicating the style of YouTube videos from the late 2000s on purpose? Join me as we go down the internet rabbit hole of the mystery behind Cooper2723, the YouTuber who built a following of hundreds of thousands just by uploading videos in fixed with all of the hallmarks of a long-forgotten era. When I first discovered Cooper's channel, it was through his Why Racism is Bad video, which had over 1 million views at the time. My first thought was that it was just another short 5 to 60 second meme on my recommended page, as I often get recommended those. Believe it or not, yo boy is a huge memer. Anyway, without any hesitation, I clicked on the video after seeing the low quality thumbnail of a Roblox avatar, and right away, I knew my assumption was right. It was a shitpost.
Number 5 is that, it's because if you're racist, you know that's not good. So then why don't you just, not be racist? This is why I think racism is bad.
After watching the video and getting my meme fix, I was shocked to discover that all of the videos on this guy's channel were like this. And his videos weren't 15 years old either. At the time, this video was about 2 weeks old. Nevertheless, I didn't think too much of it at the time, so I just subscribed to Cooper's channel and continued on with my day, thinking I'll get a funny meme to pop up on my recommended page every now and again. I wouldn't entertain this topic as a video concept for a while. In fact, it wouldn't be until almost a full 6 months had passed until I would see another video from Cooper2723. This time, it was a video unenthusiastically titled, "Cool," with a thumbnail that is in such a low quality, it's a miracle that I still recognized that it was a picture of SpongeBob. So of course I clicked on the video, thinking that it was going to be a shitpost. And well, I was absolutely right. It was indeed a shitpost yet again. This 1 minute and 23-second video was a slideshow with pictures of SpongeBob and Patrick wearing gangster clothes and standing in thug-like poses, if you will, while Black Sabbath's Iron Man played in the background, with the description reading, "SpongeBob." Side note, the pictures did go pretty hard. Nonetheless, once again, this video was incredibly low quality, but this video did more than make me reevaluate my broken sense of humor. It made me think, wait, this is the same guy that made Why Racism is Bad? He's still making these kinds of videos after all this time? So then, at that very moment, I was thrown into a world of questions and curiosity as I began binge-watching video after video, catching up on all that had transpired within the last 6 months. It eventually left me with far more questions than answers. Questions mainly like, surely this person isn't posting unironically, especially with typos in almost every single video title. He's gotta be re-uploading 15-year-old videos taken from someone else or something. And if he isn't, how is he making these videos seem that old so accurately? The most important question of all was, who is Cooper2723? And this is where my investigation began. My first video wouldn't initially gain a large amount of views upon being published. However, it would be the beginning of a pattern that would span across all of Cooper's preceding videos. The next video Cooper would upload would be titled, but poorly spelled, Roblox Kill Compilation, uploaded 1 day after my first video. And to no one's surprise, it would be a Roblox Kill compilation. Similarly to Cooper's first video, this one also played a 2000s era rock and roll song in the background, Bodies from Drowning Pool. Furthermore, the capped screen resolution was also 240p, just like the first video. And the very same day, Cooper would upload his third and shortest video on the entire channel with a runtime of only 12 seconds, titled Cooper2723 Gaming Intro, and it just blares the PS2 startup sound effect while the generic earth-spinning animation from Windows Movie Maker is in the background, with a message saying Cooper2723 on YouTube. Cooper's fourth video, Club Penguin Gameplay, also uploaded on the same day, is when things would start to get more interesting, because in this video, we can actually hear Cooper's voice.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm gonna have a mindset. This is a big game here, I think. I want to call mini game. Dancing.
This video goes on for almost 7 whole minutes. In fact, there's never a time you can actually understand what he's saying. Besides the fact that we get to hear Cooper's voice for the first time, another detail that you may have noticed is that, well, it's Club Penguin Gameplay, a game that was shut down in 2017. You are probably starting to notice the pattern here. So far, it's still the same format with poor quality gameplay, just this time there's an inaudible narrator. Cooper's fifth video is when everything would change for his channel. This is also when I would first discover Cooper's channel. The video titled Why Racism is Bad, Cooper speaks in as well. He seems to have gotten an upgraded microphone, which still sounds like garbage, but you can actually hear what Cooper has to say this time. Sticking close to the title, the premise of the video is just that, an explanation on why racism is bad.
Number 4 is that if you're racist and you say that to someone, they'll probably get mad at you, and that's why you don't have that many friends.
Moving on from Cooper's truly radical opinions, this video would be Cooper's first video where you actually understand what he's saying. You get to hear the person behind the mask, so to speak. In any case, this video would be Cooper's first video to gain a large amount of views. As of right now, it's sitting at 2.7 million views. Interestingly, this video was also uploaded on April 8th, making it the 4th and final video uploaded that day. I have a theory as to why Cooper did this, but for right now, it isn't very relevant, so I'll pick back up on that point later. Following this video's upload gaining this many views in such a short amount of time, it would attract enough interest that it would lead others into investigating Cooper's channel, just as I'm doing right now. Okay, so who is this guy? It's gotta be a shtick, right? How could it possibly not be? I'll go ahead and break the ice by saying I do personally think Cooper is playing a character. Many people who have been following Cooper for a while seem to believe this isn't the case, but I'll let you be the judge of that by the end of the video. Something I haven't even brought up as of yet is probably one of the most interesting aspects to all of this. It's Cooper's fan base. On his earlier videos, most of the comments are typically what you would personally think when first stumbling upon his channel. Comments reading, "Man, this was so accurate. It's funny how this was so common, we did not think much of it. It's pretty interesting we all experienced the early age of the internet. How good to be back in the 2000s. I don't regret this being in my recommendations. As a 34-year-old, I can finally say I found my safe space. Thank God for this channel. 5 stars. All of these taken from his first video. However, in his later videos, people would begin embracing Cooper's style of videos and even playing along with the apparent joke. Especially the last one haunted me to the core. Cooper, I just gotta love your ambition to start making scary videos. This gave me goosebumps and will certainly give me many nightmares in the future. More content like this, please, boof. This is the most influential video ever. I completely understand everything he said, and it hit me right in the heart. It made me shed a tear. Thank you, Cooper, for blessing us with this masterpiece. Cooper, this is a masterpiece. The fact that you got Metallica to collab to play Enter Sandman for this movie is absolutely incredible. Will rate 5 stars. After taking all of this into account, I became really suspicious that Cooper was playing a character, as did everyone else it seemed. A character that was seemingly stuck in the late 2000s. And so, I began investigating Cooper's channel to get to the bottom of whatever phenomenon I just encountered. I started with the most obvious place, his About section, which his bio used to be, "Hi, I'm Cooper. I like Family Guy and Roblox and some other stuff." But as of writing this, it has been updated to, "Hi, I'm Cooper. I like GTA and ATHF and some other stuff. Sub to me." This guy makes a great case. Also, for context, HTHF stands for Aqua Team Hunger Force, a game you may have seen on Adult Swim. Moving on from that, we've got 5 links. My website, Roblox Games Group, Roblox's, Steam, and Roblox Clothing Group. In this instance, I'll save the best for last, so we'll go bottom to top, starting with Roblox Clothing Group, which is a personalized marketplace within Roblox, I believe. Except the outfits were made by Cooper, and the quality is, well, what you'd expect. Unfortunately, if you are looking to get your hands on some of these bad boys, it seems they're unavailable as of right now. Moving up, we've got Steam, with a link to Cooper's Steam profile. Once there, I made my way to the comments section and found a plethora of fan comments littered with grammatical errors. Some positive and uplifting, some not so positive and uplifting. What I find most fascinating about these comments is that I honestly cannot tell if some of these people are playing along with a joke or are actually being serious. You may find that silly for me to say, but I mean, there are so many comments like this. I find that more than likely some of these have to be legit, right? Above the Steam link, we've got Roblox's, with a link to Cooper's own Roblox avatar. You obviously don't need me to tell you how fire Cooper's skin is. Then on above his profile link is Roblox Games Group, which just leads you to Cooper's Roblox group for his viewers. Once here, you can find hundreds of comments that are very similar to the ones I described on his Steam profile, which is interesting to say the least. But nothing here is inherently spectacular, so we'll move on, finally arriving at the last link. As I said before, I saved the best for last. This link heading is named My Website, and once clicked, it takes you to, well, his website. And it's at this point of the video I have to take a moment and say Cooper has done a fantastic job at recreating the 2000s website feel. From the fonts used to all the advertisements, it's truly impressive. Thankfully, the ads are fake and aren't actually clickable. He has an About Me section stating, "My name is Cooper. I like to make vids and watch TV and play games on my video game consoles or my computer." Right down below, he has his email stated, "Cooper is so cool and sexy and hot." This is important to remember for later on in the video. Then he has some of the music he likes and his house apparently. After reverse searching the image, to no one's surprise, it most certainly is not his house. Thankfully. At the very top of the website, he's got a link to the rest of his social media accounts and game accounts, including his Xbox account, his Twitter, and even TikTok. He even has a YouTube channel linked where he posts all the songs he's made personally.
See the new light into the night.
Yep, that's Cooper. Though the most important of all is his Instagram account. This is where I hit the jackpot. It was at this point in my investigation that I saw Cooper's face for the very first time. My initial reaction was, damn, he's much younger than I pictured. Then I thought, wait, hold on a second. If his whole internet persona is based on a person posting videos in the early 2000s, how on earth is this guy so young? You would think he would be an older guy, right? So I thought I was onto something. I thought that maybe Cooper was posting pictures and videos that were taken from 2005 through 2015, but were being uploaded in today's time. I'll only be showing a few of his IG posts because some of the photos show private information, Furthermore, there isn't really a need to, considering most of the posts are more or less the same. 90% of the posts are just Cooper flexing his immense wealth and social status. And to top it off, Cooper is also wearing the hardest drip you've ever seen in your whole life. It's also through this I get confirmation he likely uses old software to make his videos. That's assuming he's actually making his videos in our current time. Speaking of which, that's the next lead I followed. I noticed in all of Cooper's early Instagram posts, the camera quality was less than stellar, and very familiar looking, almost like the pictures were taken with an early version of the iPhone or even a flip phone. In fact, this detail led me even further down the rabbit hole. I was convinced that Cooper really wasn't this young in 2022. I genuinely thought that maybe this was an older man posting pictures and videos of his younger self to create the illusion that Cooper 2723 was making late 2000s styled videos, when in reality the pictures were taken and the videos were legitimately filmed in the late 2000s but were just now being uploaded, which would explain Cooper's so-called obsession with the late 2000s style, except it wasn't an obsession, they were actually made in the late 2000s. Another detail I took into account were the items that were in the background of Cooper's photos, more specifically the vehicles. The way I saw it, flip phones, box TVs, computer hardware, etc. can be easily purchased, therefore making it easier to simulate the early YouTube video style. However, a vehicle is a much more strenuous investment, and in almost every photo with Cooper standing next to a car, the vehicle's model was made in the late 2000s or early 2010s. This discovery only fueled my theory. I legitimately thought I was onto something no one else had noticed. That is, until I found this video posted on January 15th, 2023. By a channel named Greasy Panda, which is one of Cooper's real-life friends. It showed them playing Fortnite together in person during one of Fortnite's later seasons around January of 2023. And no, Cooper does not look any older than in the photos and videos he's been posting. Additionally, the idea that Cooper 2723's channel was reposting someone else's content was pretty much sunk as well, as we literally get to see him react to chatters in real time, and he acts the same way he normally does on his own channel. Dramatic and over the top is probably the best way to put it, with lots of yelling. So with those theories being shot down, I turn to the last known and most likely theory. Cooper 2723 must be parodying the late 2000s style of YouTube videos, ultimately making it his channel's niche. After doing some digging on the internet, I came across an interesting term I've never heard of before, mock nostalgia. As it turns out, like with everything on the internet, there is a small community around this type of content. Basically, in short, mock nostalgia content creators make content that is reminiscent of the late 2000s era, but with satire mixed in, while also inducing some amount of nostalgia, with Michael P. being one of the earliest adopters of this type of content, with his oldest videos being published in 2016. Of course, this led down another rabbit hole in and of itself, but we can talk about that another day, perhaps. As of right now, it would seem we have arrived at the most likely conclusion. Cooper 2723 is a mock-stalgia content creator that acts as someone who was stuck in the late 2000s by reacting to popular video games, TV shows, and technology from that era. Ironically, he breaks this mold from time to time by playing Fortnite or Apex Legends, which are both modern games. Not to mention he uses Discord, which was released in 2015. However, this still doesn't explain the misspellings in almost every single one of his videos' titles, descriptions, and even comments. Nor does it explain the frequent temper tantrums he throws after the most minuscule incident occurs. With that being said, I believe this is part of his character as well. Admittedly, this is an impressive level of commitment, but I have some reasons to back this statement. After coming to the conclusion we just discussed, I began diving deeper into this mystery to find anything that would help me understand Cooper more. One of the major factors that led me to believe Cooper 2723 is a persona was watching other videos similar to the one you're watching right now, which eventually led me to an hour-long podcast interview between Cooper 2723 and Ian Decent. There were multiple notable moments, including some bizarre stories told by Cooper, and more than a handful of times in which it looked like Cooper was holding back laughter, not to break character. More importantly, however, was the segment here during the podcast in which Ian asks Cooper if he would still be making videos if he never blew up on YouTube, in which Cooper responds by saying,
Like I said earlier, I've been making videos since I was I think I was 9 years old when I started making my YouTube videos. I think my channel's still up. But I don't make videos on it anymore. I was just playing with my Roblox toys, and they only got 40 views. But I deleted most of them. But I had 1,000 videos on my old channel. But
oh, wow.
I only had 300 subscribers, I think. And I had a couple of videos that got a little bit good amount of views. I know I had one with 50,000 on it, but it was just
I edited some guy playing Roblox. He was just screaming, but it wasn't the guy I interviewed. It was like someone else. And then another one where I just like, it was just like the Angry Birds song, but I made it really loud. And,
okay.
And like, I had another channel from like 2 years ago, but I forgot the password on it, and I made a bunch of videos on there too. I made like 300, I think, but I deleted most of them because they weren't that funny.
Okay.
But I think I would still be making videos because like I just think it's like fun, just like make videos for like the fun of it.
It's still up, eh? Well, as you could probably assume, my next search was trying to find Cooper's oldest channel. I first began by searching Cooper's main channel to see if he had it possibly linked as one of his alternate or recommended channels. To no avail. I did, however, discover the channel Cooper said he lost his password to. Thankfully, this one was linked. But as to finding his other channel, I had to get a little creative. I began by typing keywords Cooper used in the interview, and eventually I desperately tried describing the videos themselves. But I wasn't having much luck. I found multiple channels with around 300 subscribers that had the Angry Birds song with the bass boosted, but none with someone playing with Roblox toys or anything similar. I eventually lucked up when I typed in the word combination of Angry Bird Song Earring. And while scrolling, a username caught my eye. I'm super cool and awesome. I immediately recognized that I had seen something similar to this on Cooper's website. His email. Cooper is so cool and sexy and hot. I finally struck gold. I thought to myself, this has to be it. I clicked faster than Cooper could spit bars, and to my astonishment, this was in fact his channel. Editor's note. Cooper changed this channel's name to Cooper 2008, and then back to I'm super cool and awesome, and all of the videos of himself playing with toys have been privated on the channel. However, I'll explain the reason why toward the end of the video. Well, at the time, I couldn't say for a fact. I had all of the evidence short of Cooper verbally admitting this is his channel, but there was a strong likelihood that it was since it had Cooper 2723 fingerprints all over it. For starters, their profile picture is a drawing of Garfield, their YouTube banner is a low-quality picture taken of Family Guy on a computer screen, and there was a strong focus on Roblox for this channel before he privated most of his videos. Not to mention, all of the videos are in the same low-quality format as Cooper 2723's, and even the grammatical errors make an appearance for their videos. Furthermore, within the first video on this channel, we can hear a young Cooper read out his Roblox username.
This is my account. If you want to friend me, my name is COOP3R_2008. Or just type in Cooper PLS_2008. So first what you do.
Could this all have been a coincidence? Probably not. Unfortunately, the next piece of evidence I had for the segment was deleted by Cooper, which was a comment thread on one of his remaining videos, and to be frank, I failed royally at obtaining an image of it. However, I did have the thread typed down in my script before its deletion. Regardless, the fantastic news, whether you believe me or not, after reaching out to Cooper through email and asking if this was his old channel, he responded by confirming this was in fact his old channel. At the time, however, this was one of the biggest pieces of evidence I had, and no, the Wayback Machine doesn't have this channel or the video documented. But anyway, I'll quit stalling. This was the full message thread before being deleted. On the video SpongeBob in Detroit, which is just a shitpost per usual with Cooper, someone commented, "How and why did you make this?" Only for Cooper to use his main account, Cooper2723, and respond with the singular letter I in lowercase. The person that asked the question then said, "Cooper, I'm a big fan of yours." And that's it. For you guys watching, that was probably very anticlimactic, but remember, before Cooper confirmed this was his channel, this was one of the biggest indicators I had that this is his old channel. Nevertheless, I have no idea why Cooper decided to send only the letter I, but my theory at the time was either Cooper stumbled upon this channel and decided to leave a comment, which was possible, or he decided to comment to do a little trolling just to get a reaction and see what people would say. You have to think, on a channel like this, your anonymity is quite high. Another detail I found intriguing is that Cooper has this strange fixation on Detroit for some unknown reason. He's mentioned Detroit in his videos twice on his Cooper is Cool 23 channel. I asked Cooper what he has against Detroit and he said it was a meme at the time, but I digress. Even before Cooper confirmed it was his channel, I was convinced it was anyway, after seeing all of the Cooper 2723-esque details add up. I'll give you the last few pieces of evidence I had before moving on. So, how was I convinced it was actually Cooper and not someone copying Cooper as we've seen so many times before? Well, I knew because over 70% of the videos this channel had at the time were 3 to 5 years old. And just to be crystal clear, this would make this channel older than Cooper 2723 and the channel Cooper supposedly lost his password to. Lastly, I had one more piece of evidence that was also a heavy hitter. After looking through all of Cooper's songs, one stood out amongst the rest, one that's named I'm Super Cool and Awesome. Huh, what an odd coincidence, don't you think? Before having confirmation that this was Cooper's old channel, my way of playing devil's advocate was by thinking it was possible that the owner's real name was actually Cooper by coincidence. And it's also possible they renamed their channel, changed their profile picture and banner, all in honor of Cooper. But was it likely? No. Furthermore, if they were such a big fan of Cooper's content that they would remodel their entire channel after his, then wouldn't you think they would respond with delight after seeing Cooper 2723 in the flesh commented on one of their videos? What might be the most interesting aspect to all of this is the fact that in I'm Super Cool and Awesome's earliest video, you can actually hear a young Cooper speak, and he doesn't act nearly as dramatic as he does on his Cooper 2723 channel. However, in the video titled Roblox Gameplay, it seems to me like it's one of Cooper's first attempts at making his iconic video format. You got the terribly low quality microphone, some Roblox gameplay, and he's even screaming in this one. The only difference is that he sounds a little younger than he does in his later videos.
Hey guys, today we're going to be playing Natural Disaster Survival. Let's get into it. Okay, so I just joined the server. Is that a tornado?
I genuinely believe this was when Cooper was in his experimental stages of his YouTube career. To my knowledge, no one has discovered this channel, as I can't find any interview or video involving Cooper where this channel's original name was mentioned. With that being said, I believe this is the first time Cooper's old channel has been revealed to the internet. Okay, so let's talk about the account Cooper lost his password to. Interestingly enough, it is incredibly similar to his main account, with very little difference outside of the name. As a matter of fact, the claim that he lost his password checks out, because the latest video that was posted to Cooper is Cool23 was uploaded March 26, 2022, and the first video that was uploaded to Cooper 2723 was uploaded April 7th, 2022, only a mere 12 days apart. This tells me Cooper probably did lose his password to this account. Then after realizing that fact, he made a new account to continue uploading videos. And my theory as to why Cooper uploaded 4 videos in one day on Cooper 2723, as mentioned earlier in the video, is that he possibly stockpiled the videos during these 12 days he lost his password, and then finally created the account to upload them all. Basically what I'm saying is he probably procrastinated making a new channel. I'm probably biased though, because I'm applying something to Cooper that I would probably do myself. So, who is Cooper 2723? I know that was a vast amount of information to digest, so to properly end this video and clearly state what I think the most likely explanation to the mystery that is Cooper 2723, I feel a timeline summary is in order to paint the full picture, without all of the breakups between finding leads. That being said, with the discovery of I'm Super Cool and Awesome's channel, I will be using it for the beginning of the timeline as it's the earliest known channel that belongs to Cooper 2723. As far as we, the audience, know, Cooper originally began making videos on his first known YouTube account, I'm Super Cool and Awesome, which at the time of writing this is 2 months away from being 11 years old, with the oldest surviving video being 4 months away from being 6 years old. According to Cooper during his interview, he uploaded around 1,000 videos to this channel, which is likely an exaggeration considering how young he likely was, with most of the videos relating to Roblox and playing with Roblox toys amongst other toys as well. In his gameplay videos, it seems he isn't portraying any sort of character. he's just making genuine videos as of now. At some point around 3 years ago, he started dipping his toe in satirical content along with memes, finding mild success in an Angry Bird ear rape song that has 48,000 views. According to Cooper, supposedly another video to do with a Roblox meme or a joke has around 50,000 views as well, but unfortunately this didn't survive the mass privating/deleting of videos Cooper had on this channel. December 31st, 2020, Cooper would upload a video that is very similar to the videos he makes now, with the low-quality format, over-the-top reactions, and of course it being a shitpost gameplay video, with the video's title being Roblox Gameplay, making this the earliest known video to survive, which has Cooper's iconic microphone quality. This video, however, would also be the last video uploaded to this channel for almost 2 whole years. 21 days later, after I'm Super Cool and Awesome uploaded their last video, the first video on Cooper is Cool 23 would be uploaded, being yet another classic shitpost with Roblox gameplay and silly music. As far as I can tell, it would seem this channel was meant to be Cooper's main account before he lost the password. My reason for saying this is because he was starting to follow a pattern of uploading videos as if he was living in the late 2000s, by claiming there were new console leaks only for them to be non-existent nostalgia-bait consoles or ones that have already been released. Another example is a video he uploaded giving a list of the top 5 video games of 2012. October 6th, 2021, Cooper would upload the first known video with him showing his own face, while also wearing his iconic shades in a video titled, "Calling Police at 3 a.m., Gone Wrong, Cops Called, Gone Sexual, Real." Boy, was that a mouthful. And no, he did not actually call the police. 4 days later, Cooper would make his first Instagram post, which is just a shitty meme. The last video Cooper uploaded on Cooper is Cool 23 is titled, "Why Roblox is Better Than Minecraft," which was posted on March 26th of 2022. Sometime between March 26th and April 7th of 2022, only a mere 12 days after the last video was posted, Cooper would lose the password to Cooper is Cool 23 and then upload my first video to Cooper2723. He would continue to upload Mockstalgia content on his now main YouTube channel, with the first video showing his face being titled, "Why Do Amish People Exist?", with him donning his iconic shades and discussing the topic that every rational person finds themselves wondering. Why do Amish people exist? Jokes aside, the most noticeable difference in this video with Cooper showing his face is that he seems to be undergoing some sort of camera shyness, which is understandable of course. After all, this was only his second video of him showing his face. Furthermore, not only is he showing his face, he's also having a conversation with the camera this time, versus just acting silly and screaming in the first video that he shows his face in. Cooper would continue to post videos which would build the library of videos he is known for. There is a good chance that those of you watching discovered Cooper through some of these videos, which ultimately led you to my video, which is pretty fascinating to think about. His most well-known videos being his Funny Cats series, Garfield video, the Cool video, which we discussed earlier, How to Draw SpongeBob, Herobrine sighting, Top 5 rappers, and more. Around 7 months ago, controversy shrouded Cooper and his friend Tyler, who has made an appearance in a few of Cooper's videos. However, I'm going to choose not to get involved as I have no insider knowledge on this topic, so it would be irresponsible for me to comment on the situation. Additionally, the subject doesn't expand upon anything relevant to the video. As far as I'll go, all I will say is that there were some serious accusations made towards Cooper, in which Cooper would later confirm to be true. There are tons of rumors surrounding this controversy, with some going as far as outright stating it's made up drama because both of their channels are heavily satirical. Either way you slice it, I believe it's in everyone's best interest to treat this as seriously as possible, until proven otherwise. However, the good news is, it seems Tyler and Cooper have made up since then, and are way past the situation as of now. Since then, nothing of great importance worth mentioning would happen. Cooper has still been producing Mockstalgia content, and is continuing to update his community with hilarious community posts. Meanwhile, over the course of this time, Cooper has resumed uploading to I'm Super Cool and Awesome. However, unfortunately, on the night of December 14th, 2023, YouTube would terminate Cooper's channel on grounds that claim Cooper showed content of minors engaging in sexually explicit conduct where there's a high risk of exploitation. Cooper would fight back with an appeal, as these are quite outlandish accusations. Thankfully, 3 days later, YouTube would reinstate Cooper's channel. However, it's unclear why YouTube made this mistake in the first place. I could only imagine what it would be like to have your channel completely deleted in the middle of the night, only for you to find out first thing in the morning. It didn't even happen to me, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Tangent aside, over the 3 days Cooper's channel was terminated, he didn't sit idly by. He almost immediately renamed his old channel, I'm Super Cool and Awesome, to Cooper 2008, harkening back to his old Roblox username, just like his TikTok and Instagram account. I took notice of this once it happened, and coincidentally, around this time, Cooper responded to the questions I asked in an email a few days prior. One of the questions I asked was, will you ever evolve or switch your content into something else, or even make a different channel? And if you did, what kind of content would you like to make? Cooper would respond by saying, since my channel was banned, I might use my really old YouTube channel made in like 2013 as mock prank videos, like Loaf or Canal Joseph. Except instead of acting like an actual prank YouTuber, I'll be really awkward and use an old Android phone as a camera, like a really poor Canal Joseph or whoever does pranks, I really don't know. YouTube would then restore his channel a day later, which left me curious if he was still going to follow through with this idea, since he got his main channel back. So I asked, and Cooper simply said, don't know yet. It isn't exactly clear why he changed his channel name to Cooper 2008. My best guess was that he was gearing up to begin posting consistently. After getting his main channel back, about a week later, he would revert the channel's name to I'm Super Cool and Awesome. Personally, I think Cooper's new content idea is incredible. It's a great way to evolve the type of content Cooper 2723 is known for, but yet make the formula a bit different to prevent burnout. I, for one, am excited to see what Cooper does with this channel next. So, who is Cooper 2723? Over the course of almost 2 years since Cooper 2723's creation, leading up to our current timeline, at the time of writing this, Cooper 2723 would manage to gain 400,000 subscribers, post 267 videos, and total over 27 million views. An incredible achievement to accomplish, all by intelligently enacting as someone who is living in the late 2000s, whilst simultaneously uploading clever mockstalgia shitposts and keeping his true personality hidden from the internet, shrouded in ambiguity. Who knows? Maybe within the next decade we'll see Cooper take on a more serious approach to his channel, or maybe he'll evolve his content into something else, showing off his true personality at the same time. Then again, he may just keep creating new characters to play since he's proven to be quite good at it. It's impossible to say for certain, but what I do know is that Cooper is very young, with his whole life ahead of him, and he has an incredible head start in life by having this large of a following at such an early age, all because of his passion to make content online, whether he's playing a character or not. Sure, Cooper is likely very self-aware that the videos he makes aren't high quality, but it's obvious he enjoys making them and making people laugh. At the end of the day, that's all that truly matters. I'm sure whatever Cooper decides to do next, his community will follow and support him, no matter what. After compiling all of the evidence in this video and just sitting back looking at it all, it seems to me the best answer to who is Cooper 2723 is most likely that he is unironically a highly intelligent teenager, from the fact that he hardly ever breaks character and always knows how to make a video ridiculously comical, with loads of satirical memes and grammatical errors everywhere. I'm also of the belief Cooper is very self-aware, and he knows exactly what he's doing to draw the most attention in his videos, which is not an insult by any measure. As a matter of fact, it's actually a compliment. At least, this is what I believe. Of course, you guys are free to draw your own conclusions, which I would be pleased to hear in the comments section. The most interesting discovery that I probably made out of everything in this video is that Cooper was likely born in the very era he's emulating, which is very fascinating to me, and it's surprising how he seems to be so drawn to it. But before I leave you guys, there's one more piece to this internet puzzle. A question that is often asked surrounding Cooper 2723 is, where does he get his ideas from? With many people claiming Cooper is copying Michael P, as he was originally the first person to popularize the mockstalgia genre. Moreover, many have pointed out the fact that Cooper has straight up ripped off a few titles that Michael P first used. While this may be true to some extent, I do not think Cooper is copying Michael P. Sure, it's likely he was inspired by Michael P, which Cooper admits himself, and he probably did rip off a few titles from him, but Cooper has made so many different types of videos at this point that I don't think it's fair to keep accusing him of that. Aside from Michael P, it's wholly apparent Cooper has taken lots of inspiration from other legitimately older YouTube videos, as he's made some strikingly similar to very well-known videos. But so has Michael P. I really don't see much of a difference here. On Cooper's I'm Super Cool and Awesome's channel, he did have a playlist with 42 videos chocked full of 15-year-old videos, along with a bunch of other random silly ones, but unfortunately Cooper privated the playlist before I could get this video finished. My point is, I believe it's more likely Cooper has taken inspiration from many different sources, just the same as Michael P has. So, there you have it guys, the full documentary / deep dive on Cooper 2723. If you made it this far, I dearly appreciate it. It's my first time making a video like this, so I have no idea how well it'll actually do. However, I'd like to start making videos like this far more often. Since this video is longer than 10 minutes, there is a good chance Cooper didn't make it this far, which also means it's the perfect time to say, Cooper, you stink, and you're also not a real gangster. Before I leave you guys, I should mention this video's production process was absolute hell. On 2 different occasions, I decided not to make this video. The first time was when Cooper privated all the videos on his old channel, only leaving me with a few screenshots that I could show you guys. And the second time was when his main channel was terminated, and now his Instagram and Twitter accounts are both banned. Keep in mind, this Twitter account was actually his second Twitter account, because his first one was also banned. So this made things very difficult to get footage during recording, and on top of this, I was also learning Premiere Pro and After Effects during the whole process. All of this to say, some information might be different by the time you watch this video, but as always everybody, thank you for watching to the end.